Okay, here we go. Another episode of Todd Draws Something or Other. Uh, this is Painter again. I thought we'd do a character today. That's my main character in Neverwinter Nights 2, my elf Paladin. So I figured, yeah, we do that. Kind of want to do that, so. You're right. Good if I get the right color. Okay. So traditional standing, just to make it more dynamic. There she is. I have like hands out, grasping like huge great sword, because that's what she was. A huge great sword. So we'll just do Final Fantasy style great sword. Actually, yeah, let's make it Final Fantasy style. Let's make it big, blocky. I don't know if you've been watching comics, but I've what was it? The new X-Men came out, or all new X-Men, where they brought back the original team from back in time. We're on the 7th or 8th issue that's come out since then, and part of the team, well, they've been like the whole storyline in the X-Men right now is Cyclops, who had in a previous storyline killed Professor Xavier while under the influence of the Phoenix, mad with power, etc., etc. He had killed Professor Xavier, so all the world hates and despises him, although he's fighting for mutant rights alongside Magneto and Emma Frost and magic of New Mutants. I've always loved magic of New Mutants, along with most of the other New Mutants. I love that. So especially the Bill Sienkiewicz run in early New Mutants. If you get a chance to pick up, like, these are collected trade, that's a good run to pick up. Anyway, she has a big Final Fantasy VII sword. They're also in pretty much all the X titles. Uncanny X-Men, etc., etc. Pretty good art. I'm just having fun here. Laying out the... That's no good. That's not good. Try to fix that. Oops. Feet are a problem. Feet's hands. Try to keep the heels even. In an early stage, it's all about experimentation, exploration. It's going from general to specific. Now, this armor isn't the armor she's currently wearing, or will probably ever wear in the game. She'll probably wind up with mithril full plate. And actually, I believe it. You know, I did this in the other Paladin video, but took it away. But this is actually, I think it'd be part of the armor. I think there's like a in the mithril plate. There's like these little flying things off the side. I'm not there yet, but I'm gonna get there probably. Do some crafting at some point when she's like where the party is around 15 or so. So it's not an exact replication of what the armor's going to look like, but oh wait, where's the? Let's see. One is like that. So then these should be. This is like, I figure there's like a line going down the top of the leg and down the top of the foot. So it's, I figure that's where our middle is. So we're gonna wanna angle everything. So the program is being a little finicky today. I don't know why. Let's bring this. Again, this isn't what the armor is going to look like specifically, because I don't exactly remember what the armor looks like specifically. It's been a long time. I do remember the little flanges off the side here like this, but well, let's get, okay, let's zoom in. Let's work on the head. Okay, so I figure that's, I don't normally do that cross thing, but I want to make certain that this is right. And I want the braid, because the braid is awesome. Just this bubbly. I don't know if you haven't watched my videos, my videos on my gameplay through of Neverwinter Nights 2. You should go ahead and check those out. They're hilarious. Well, maybe not hilarious, but I just love the idea of this, petite elf character wielding a great big ass, great sword, a la Cloud in Final Fantasy. I think it's just hilarious. Excuse me. Okay, she also wearing a cloak that gives her a stat bonus to her charisma, because paladins need charisma. Let's see here. We're covering our braid. Maybe we'll redraw the braid. Gotta put in the cloak though. Okay. Let's see if that matches up. Let's see how that goes. Oh, that head is way too small. Way too small. Good thing with digital, in this early stage, we can take that and where is it in Painter? Could I do it with this? No, that's not right. Photoshop, I could do it in like 5 seconds. I prefer drawing in Painter, but image manipulation and editing, I would much rather do in Photoshop because it's well, I do it for my day job. Let's see if I can find something in. I know it's in here though. Transform object edit. Free transform. Okay. Oh, it's Option Command T. So we just take it, pull, and we'll have to redo the braid again. Or how's that look? I can't. All right. Okay. Take a step back. Yeah, we'll commit. No, that's too big. I can see it from here. She's an elf. Let's pull it back a bit. I think I need a bigger canvas is what I need. Or I need to reduce everything. That's too far away. Yep. That's even too farther away. There we go. Yeah, we need to make her smaller. The head needs to be a little bit smaller. Let's try that again. There we go. How's that look? Yeah, we'll commit. She's not the headless paladin, but she's a regular. Okay. Commit, and then we're gonna select everything and scale it down a bit. Could also make the canvas bigger. But this way we can also kind of manipulate it so that she's also, I can bring it a little bit skinnier. Let's bring it in from the edge. That works. We have more room. If I had committed to more layers with color and all that, and decided I needed more room and stuff, then I would go ahead and change the canvas size. But at this earlier stage, this is good enough. Boom. Yeah, that works. Maybe make her head not quite so oblong. Oop, that's not what I wanted. That's fine. Go back to our brush. There we go. Yeah. Yep. Bring the. There we go. Okay. I'm just designing the sword a bit, put a little thing on the guard. Let's bring it forward a bit. Since we have a little more room at the bottom here, we can just grind it to make certain that it is in front of the foot. Maybe even chunked a bit inside the ground. Some little rubble. actually don't want to center one. Again, the sword isn't in the game, but you get the idea. Oh, that cloak is now way too short. Okay. I'm sure maybe it was kind of obvious to some people. It's like, hey, that thing is too short. What's he doing? Yeah, we're gonna. That's something I miss in modern games, is that they don't even make an effort to put cloaks in. You know, you get one outfit for the thief in Skyrim that has a built-in, like, it's not even a real cloak. It's sort of just a modeled cloak that doesn't, you know, it's like the best representation of cloaks in the game has to be Temple of Elemental Evil, the turn-based game from a few years ago. That had, you know, physics-driven cloaks. It just hung and swung and what have you. I love that. I wish, it's like, yes, finally some cloaks in games that work, and no other game implemented them. Kind of disappointing. You know, I understand. I mean, it's all about, you know, resources, computing resources, how much you want effort, you know, put into it, and it was you know, it was an isometric, pulled back. You're not supposed to go in deep, so the character models weren't all that detailed. So you had, I suppose, computing headroom, so to speak, to put it in the game. Still, I wish more. I mean, it's, you know, I guess people would rather have mounts. I don't like mounts, but let's put some more flavor into this armor a bit. Let's see here. What can we do? I don't know. I'm just playing around here. Just playing around. Playing around. I don't know. Putting patterns and what have you in there. Maybe you don't need it. Again, it's not like there's any historical precedence for women in armor. And I think the only thing we have is women wearing men's armor. And but we have this history in video games where and other things where you still want to, you know, you want a female to be sexy, so we put them in armor that looks like you know, lingerie but in metal form. I mean, that's unfortunate that it is that way, but it's, you know, the old adage, sex sells, and so let's do some armor for the hand. But yeah, that's that old adage there, where sex sells, and so they, you know, have female characters. Let's put them in armor that looks like lingerie, but with shiny. So I try not to make a habit of doing that. Unrealistic and is that right? That look right to you? What if those arms should be longer? Let's see. Yeah, maybe they're right. Well, this, presumably, the shoulder's like right here. So this arm would bend a bit more. It would bend more. It would be like that. And this would be like bird. I don't think that's long enough. I don't think that's. Let's get our selection tool and our transform. What do we have here? Let's do a lasso. This is our lasso selection tool, where we can just, instead of a box or a circle, we can select just a portion of it. We're just going to move it. So we're not going to angle it or what have you. We're just going to move it here. Just a little bit longer. It makes the arms, I think, more proportional. I don't want to have it be too far away. Yeah, that works. So I want to just it's still part of the same layer. Layers, yeah, Painter does a little funny thing with that. We are going to move this though. This arm, I think, is nearly okay for its position. This one is needed to be changed over a little bit, but yeah, I'm a bit more happy with that. And rather than at the top, just have her, grasp the hilt, and then we put the top on the. Again, it's a similar motif than what I put in the hilt here, where it's like a sort of kind of a circular with a cross kind of thing. It is a paladin. She is a paladin, and so she should be a little halo of goodness here. So yeah, I think this works out. A little pointy. Shiny goodness. Let's make these a little more flourish. Again, this is like the mithril full plate. But I don't, I'm just putting a little flair onto it. Yeah, I don't know. Head seems to that's not in line. If there's a line going straight through, it would be, yeah. There we go. This is. Yeah, I think it's not a straight line. Again, there are tools for making straight lines, but I find when I use them, it's too it sets it apart too different from the rest, and so it doesn't fit in with the rest of the drawings, so I don't use them. Just working in some shadowing. Again, I seem to have a bit of difficult from where, like, this line, you know, where the torso meets the legs, and the hip area seems to be, you know, somewhat difficult for me. I don't know. I'll see. I think we're ready for pen. Let's check my horizontal. You flip the canvas to check composition. There's not much composition here. It's just a character on a ground. But you still want to check. You can check your forms. You can check, you know, proportions, and sometimes it's just, it can glare at you how obviously wrong your forms are if you once you flip it like this. It's like you see it from a different perspective. I think it just dates back to like Renaissance or what have you, where they would check against mirrors. They would put a mirror next to their stuff and see how good or bad their stuff was. So yeah, flip it out, take a look. It's not too jarring. I'm wondering if I should make this primary arm a little bent, so it's not quite so stiff, just a slight bend. I think that I might do that. Flip it back. It's not much. Before we get invested in all the layers and whatnot, let's put a slight bend in there. How's that look? Oh, that's much better. That's much better. Not quite as stiff. I want to put some sort of glow or something over around her and back, because, like, you know, she's Paladin. But, you know, we'll get to that when we get to that. I think we're ready for pen. We're ready for pen. Let's bring this layer down. Go to layer 2. So, use my small pen. Smooth round pen 3. And just let's bring it the size down of the pen down to. Don't want to go big and bold just yet. There we go. That works. And already we're pooey. Pooey. We are pooey. Probably should be zoomed in for this, but we'll do the face. We'll do the face zoomed in. Do the braid. Okay, let's just draw and redraw. Draw and redraw. Draw and redraw. Redraw. Just adding a bit of texture, chainmail texture. Boom, boom, braid. Braids are fun. I don't know if this is necessarily accurate, because, you know, I don't braid my hair. Let's add. Well, we'll get to that. Let's just do an overall thing first. We're gonna go work in that head area in a little bit. Just adding. And again, I think I mentioned this in another video a lot of times. I won't necessarily follow the pencils if I think I've got something better for it. So I'm adding this to make it, you know, just sort of just drawing, but drawing with a guide. The pencils are just guides at this point. Just go and redraw. I mean, that's what, you know, some people probably won't like that, but and if you have any comments, you know, suggestions, critiques, I'm open for that. Put it in the comments section below. Subscribe. Say, hey, you can do this better, you can do that better. I'm open for that. Can never have enough. You never stop learning. A little funny here with the thing there. The thing there, that thing that you gotta fix that, you know. Boom, 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 boom. Again, like I said, the drawings are a guide to what I'm putting down. And it may be that in a little while, after I get rid of the pencils and work some more of the, even after I get some of the color in, then I might go in and redraw and change things. Yeah, that's not good. I wonder if I should use that. Yeah, every time I use that straight tool, because it's here. Let me do it. Let me, yeah, I do not like. You know, it's you have to. It's clumsy. Now it's gonna probably start from over there. Okay. Well, I'll just go ahead and use it. I guess we'll try it. Hang on. That's oh no, it's gonna. Okay, let's try this again. Let's go back to that. This. No, we don't want that, but I add in that second line there. I don't know, because it doesn't necessarily match the rest. Well, maybe I'll go over it and add some variation and make it. Yeah. I'll go over it later. It's just rough stuff in here. That's I got mail. But we're not going to interrupt this for that. We're just going to keep on drawing. Add little clasps. Just going to add a little design texture. We're going to talk in a really high voice. cape. I'm not even certain I'm going to keep these little flare things, but yeah, why not? They're in the game. Let's finish the hand here. Little armored bits, put little seams in there, little joints. Boom, 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 boom. Again, a motif of imaging, mirroring, repetition of the form there. I might even put that into her armor somewhere. I could put it on her belt buckle. Repeat the form, repeat the motif, repeat. It's one of your basic. I'm gonna zoom in on that. And in fact, we'll get rid of our pencil layer at this point. So we're just it's all symbols and marketing, and that wasn't very good at all. Not at all. Yeah, we all wear symbols, whether it's religious or secular. I mean, and we all have t-shirts with slogans. We all, our products have logos that symbolize who and what they are. We buy on those symbols. Symbols are important. Let's clean this up. Probably should have that buckle at some sort of an angle, because it is technically on an angle. Actually, it should be. The center of the buckle should be like here. And have like an ellipse instead of a circle. And the far side will be like a little truncated perspective. This is all perspective. Another layer of shield there. This little chainmail underneath. So let's go ahead and do the chainmail down over here. Little half moons. Someone online taught me this. I think it was Jon Hodgman. Not the comedian Jon Hodgman, but British illustrator. I think it's British. Sorry, John, if you got this wrong, but he did wonderful pencil drawings for Warhammer, historical battles or what have you. Guys and lots of chainmail. Look him up, Jon Hodgman. He's art director now for the One Ring game RPG. Cool cat. Pretty awesome. Maybe I'll put a link in the notes below for his stuff, if I remember by the end of the video. I may forget. Yeah, and sorry, John, if I do that. I'm sure I'll be like watching the video now, realizing, oh, I forgot to do that, and scrambling to put it in there. Oh, I deleted the page without. Okay, I didn't delete it. I just got rid of it. Okay, forgot I didn't do this part. think of brushes. Brush is too big. Let's bring this down to 2 points. So we want to put color in here, but yet we will still want to define it. Adding little details. Actually, I think that the bit on the end was sufficient, I think. Let's get rid of the pencil again. So we got, alright, okay. Undo. There's what? 26 layers, 36 layers of undo in Painter? I think it's 26. You can undo 26 times. Let's add some, let's bring the width back up. Okay, well this is where the cheek is, this is where the chin is. Little hair here, let's every now and then it switches from eraser to hand. I don't know why. Probably some sort of I don't know, combination I do or something. Why do I do that? I start my sentences and then I don't finish them. Cleaning up the hair just slightly so I can put more lines in there. Deleting the leading lines and then adding lines. Let's see here. It needs to go back up to 8. I think it was at 6 before. It was at 6 before. There we go. Yeah, because her hair is all like being taut, you know, pulled back. In fact, we could probably just no, that's not right. Or is it? We can do that way. This is screwed up. This is all screwed up. Let's try this again. Delete, redraw, delete, redraw. Let's just make this a clean line. All hair behind that being pulled back, and then all hair this way is being pulled forward. And then little hairs up there. I'm mumbling, so well, they see. I'm just not my hair expertise is kind of low. And again, my pen switched over to the hand instead of an eraser. I don't know why that happened. That's so bizarre. How's that look pulled out? Sometimes things can look weird pulled in like this. But once you pull out, it looks fine. No, that does not look fine. Oh God, so what am I gonna do? Okay, what do I do with the hair? If we just get rid of that line, it'll look better. Sometimes you want to zoom out, sometimes you want to zoom in. Because this is like kind of like the hair in the game, where there's like a series of bangs like this, and then it gets pulled back. I wonder if I should just mess up the pull back part. Not happy. Not happy. Sorta, not really. What's that? Oops. Oh, bloody hell. Grrr. This is hysterical. What's my drawing look like again? Zoom in. Okay, so I have just that kind of works. Just adding more line variation, line weight. Get more flat and graphical. I mean, it's flat and graphical. Oop, keep forgetting how big my eraser is. I just go ahead and do it like a rebel eraser. This is unacceptable. Unacceptable. This should just be cloak. Let's make mine smaller. There we go. Just darken it up a bit. There we go. There we go. Let's go in here, clean this up because we added it after. We added it after. Okay, and for here we're gonna put in some chainmail here. Way more detail. Get rid of this. Canoodle, canoodle, canoodle. I'm just going over everything and adding. In fact, with this, we'd probably just put all in black. Shadow and all that. Here, putting this little design narrative mirror, what I've done at the top here. It wraps all the way around. Probably want to put that on some more of the items too. Not all over. This is a bit murky. Let's see if we can clean this up a bit. So this goes up and over. This goes up and over. And then this is just straight down. This is over here, and this is over there. And I'll put in little parts where it shadows and there we go. Cleaning it up. It's important to zoom in. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, Paladins. I like Paladins. I like the whole historical, well, not historical, but knight in shining armor kind of, you know, I'm a sucker for that. I like my stories. Arthurian legends, etc., etc. So but I'm drawing this because of my playthrough of Neverwinter Nights 2. But that decision to play a paladin in that might have been influenced by the fact that I just drew a paladin, so kind of circular. Circular motion kind of thing. We're going to put that little patterny thing over here on the legs here. Just little cursive 8s and rounds and just. If I wanted, I suppose I could get more fancy with that later on. Ooh, maybe I could put it on the legs too here. I could do it in more places too, I guess. I don't know. When we get that far, we'll get that far. Let's put some straps in. These things are not held on by, I don't know. I was going to think of some sort of force. Gravity. Magnetism. No. Okay. Let's zoom out. We're going to zoom out. Yeah. I guess it works. I don't know. I'm not horribly convinced. This is bothersome. Yeah, not horribly convinced. Something about it seems kind of odd. I don't know. Like I said, these drawings are just meant to get me practicing again. So, yeah, good job. Let's add some color. Let's delete my pencil layer. It's gone forever. Let's go into color. color my Paladin. Put in some base color. Let's go a little golden with the armor. A little golden. Actually, I want to bring it down a bit. I'll take that first color. We'll put in some shiny highlights in after. This is just base color. Let's just do the sword, armor. Just gonna go over everything with a. Oh, it's supposed to be mithril. That means it's not gold. That means it's grayish. Let's see if the paint bucket will save us some time. Hey, there we go. I forgot that it was supposed to be mithril. So yeah, let's start with a light color and then go lighter. Cloak is more purplish, I think. Is the nymph's cloak will eventually be purplish. So just drag that in there, and again, it's the way I color. It's sort of like an animation kind of thing, where you start with a base flat, you have one or two highlights and one or two shadows. I like that look. Maybe a gradient or something. I think my size is a little too big. Let's bring it down. So we go darker for the shadows. Some lighter for highlights. And just little extras. Delete, delete, delete. Oh, we put in a background color. We're going to see that too. Let's see here. Yeah. Just deleting bits and pieces in here. Okay. Let's sample this, go a little darker, go for the chainmail. Chainmail in here and chainmail in here. There we go. There we go. There we go. The sword, I think, will make the golden colors. As well as buckle. That works. Yeah, and a highlight color. Shadow color. What time is it? It is 9:10. Got some time yet. Hope you're having a good day so far. It's early Thursday. Adding a bit of glint here. Just layer on colors, layer on colors. Let's add some white highlights. Probably being too generous with this. It's too yellow. Shiny mithril. I think the idea for highlights is that items that are perpendicular to you, like the tops of curves, or the tips of something like that. I think that's what you want, things that are like closest to you and they're perpendicular to you. So when the light shines off and sort of like here maybe. And then I want a darker color. Actually, I think I want an in-between color. It's supposed to be mithril. Mithril is supposed to be like... This looks more like iron than mithril. I think I want a lighter gray color for... Like this is too dark, I think, for mithril. So I want a nice brighter. Oh, it should be almost white, I think. Perhaps. In fact, let's go ahead and bucket this. That's better, I think. And then this would be a nice shadow color. Here we go. Brown belt. Let's make it a near black belt. She's a black belt. Careful. She doesn't want to hurt you. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Oh, my light purple got colored by the gray thing. Let's re-highlight. The highlight. put in a color, background color. Let's choose something else. Purple. A little desaturated purple. That works. Getting rid of excess color. See, this is where like you put in that background color, it really points out a lot of the stuff that gets pointed at you. Do 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 do. Let's go back to our brush and do their hair, which I imagine in the game I have it like nearly white, so I should keep it nearly white. I just want to put a tinge, just a tinge of yellow in there, just a tinge. Don't want to go overboard. This might be overboard. Again, when it comes to like her hair, not the biggest fan of my work here. I need a bit more red. I think I want that bit more red. White. Yeah. White. I want that a little off. The whites of eyes aren't actually white. It's actually kind of bluish. So, so I don't remember what color eyes I gave her. So I'm just gonna give her blue eyes. Let's get the shadow color for the skin here. And putting in just some dimension. Not dementia, dimension. There we go. That's looking better. It's looking a lot better. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh, the sword got funkled when we did the let's make it a little lighter. Let's make it a little lighter. Not good. Oh, that's right. I have that. Let's turn that. I had the preserve transparency on so I could just paint willy-nilly, but I never did. So let's take that off, huh? Let's take it off. Let's go to our clean up some of these lines, huh? Eh. Ack. Once famous philosopher would say, ack. Please tell me you're not too young to know what that means. Probably are. I'm going to go ahead and increase the brush size to like a 13 or so, and I'm just going to put a nice thick outline on here. Yes, I know it flattens the image, makes it more graphical, but you know, that's what I like, that's what I love, that's how I go. That's what I do. I'm just going to put a nice thick graphical outline. I said I read my comics yesterday and got one of my favorite artists is the more graphical artists, like Chris Bacalo, I think. Some of these guys, I'm going to butcher their names, but I was looking at my old New Mutants with Bill Sienkiewicz art. Wonderful. It's like he has this really interesting blend of realism and graphical flatness. I love it. I love it. Some people can't stand it, but I love that. Sienkiewicz, Cello, Mike Mignola, all very flat graphical dudes art, and so it's that's what I like doing. You know, it's like I'd love to be a concept artist, but it seems like if you want a conceptart.org, it's all paint, you know, form kind of stuff, and it's interesting. I guess it's kind of appealing, and you know, has the benefit of being kind of fast, so you can do that. As a concept artist, you got to be fast. I think. But I just it doesn't appeal to me. It's like to do. I can appreciate it looking at it, but like, you know, I don't know, just me, I guess. Personal preference, I guess. That's name of the game. Don't know art, but I know what I like. Well, actually, I kind of do know art. I went to art school. I got a degree in art. I kind of know art. Of course, that was 15 years ago. Graduated in 98. Can't believe it's been that long. I cannot believe it's been that long. 15 years. Yeesh. And I'm nowhere near where any... Well, I never really set goals, so I can't say I haven't met any goals. But I didn't think I'd still be where I am doing what I'm doing. I thought I would do that. That's why it's like I'm pushing this. I'm doing this. I want to do something with this, and it's let's take the palettes away. Well, that's really purple, isn't it? That's really, really purple. But you know, it kind of fits. I should make a I should make a new layer. Put it down underneath everything. Let's make it a golden color. Little stars. How do I make stars again? Suppose I could like go into Illustrator and get some vector stars and like copy and repeat and set it in a layer here, but that kind of works. That's kind of what there we go. That's yeah. Oh, that's too. Maybe we'll crop it so it's more vertical. Let's grab this color and put that on the ground. Let's make my brush really big. That's hilarious. Let's get crop. Let's crop vertically. Come on, crop it. Try to even like cut off the cloak. Have it go off the side. Again, I think I have a problem with the hips. I don't think the hips are working. Need more shadow in the armor. In the arms. So we just add ever so slightly. Oop, I don't want that last bit. Should we add more texture? Should we take away texture? Bird. It should be more like this. Add more lines here. Yeah, let's go nuts with I think I need to reduce my size though. Let's go back to 5 points. There we go. Just gonna go ahead and add a little blur texture. Make it more interesting and uniform and texturized. And makes it more interesting, you know? Get something for your eye to follow around and do and what have you. I mean, that's general texture in general does that. It makes it more interesting for your eyes to travel around. Isn't so quite so. It just makes it more interesting. And I want to make it more heavier on the edges, corners. That's how that looks. Oh yeah, that looks better. It's more interesting. It's more interesting to look at. More interesting to do. And I'm just having fun laying down lines and stuff. I'm a line guy. What can I say? It does make the armor a little bit less shiny, but that works, I guess. Right? No? No? Yes? No? Maybe? Let's add a bit of purple here. Sort of matching set. A little highlight. now we're gonna go ahead and go onto this and get rid of the straps. Maybe have like the boot. It's an all one. It's like a two halves. You know where it's. How do I explain this? It's like the armor's on both sides, so it's more like a clamshell kind of thing. I guess that's what you would call it. That's on the wrong layer. Oh well, it's all fine. It all gets flattened. It will all get flattened. Stars. Stars. Okay. Yeah, we're getting on like was an hour and a half? Hour and a half? I think I could noodle for another hour and a half. I also have to get to work. Or get ready for work. So this I guess this will have to do. I imagine at one point in one of these drawings I'll do like 2 or 3 parts and get more involved. But yeah, this is just get a quick video up. Or a video up, so where is that? There we go. Like I said, I could noodle for another hour and a half, 2 hours on this to make it better. Maybe, maybe when I come back, you'll find out I'll do that. I'll be working on that again some more. So, but just yeah, I'm just noodling. And I'll post this video and I'll watch the video and I realized, oh, I need to do this or I need to do that. Yeah, well, there she is. Paladin from Neverwinter Nights 2. I forget her name. Arna? Emma? I don't know. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.